What's up, YouTube? This is PZZSkin here. So, I know it's been a little while since I last made a video. I figured I'd go ahead and give you guys a bit of an update. I'm going to be trying something a little bit different this time, so please feel free to let me know what you think of it in the comments down below. I'm not really sure if I'm going to be doing this a lot more in the future, but I figured I'd give this a shot. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. So, first of all, where have I been? Well, I've been taking a bit of an unplanned break from YouTube. To be honest, I kind of just ran out of ideas, and as a result, I just kind of stopped making videos. So there you go. Also, I have had some school work, obviously, homework and just everything related to school. It gets in the way of YouTube, blah, blah, blah. And finally, I have been hanging out with my friends quite a bit lately, more than I usually do, so that's definitely a good thing in my opinion. Being that spring break has passed, my spring break has been absolutely jam-packed, full of just hanging out with some of my friends, especially the ones who moved off to other schools but came back for spring break. I got to see them and all that jazz, so that was definitely cool. There's also just been other distractions in general. For instance, this past January, I finally upgraded from a DSi to a 3DS. It was about time. My DSi shoulder buttons kind of stopped working, which seems to be a common problem for Nintendo handhelds. And hopefully that's been resolved on the 3DS. So far I haven't had any issues, which is obviously a good thing. Hopefully it will be able to last the test of time. Now, some of the games that I've been playing, for those of you who might be curious, a friend of mine has recently given me his copy of Pokemon Y. He decided that he was done with it, so he gave it to me knowing that I was kind of interested in it. And that game is super fun. It is really quite similar to the other Pokemon game that I've played in the past, which is actually Sapphire for the Game Boy Advance. The consistency that Nintendo has maintained with the Pokemon games is unfreaking real. The game feels so similar, even after what, like a 10-year gap? I really don't know. Not a 10-year gap, maybe more like a 7 or 8-year gap, but something insane. Like, it's amazing how similar those two games are. I have posted some of my initial opinions on it on my Facebook fan page, so a little bit of a shameless plug there. If you are interested, you can check me out on my Facebook fan page, as well as Twitter. I do post on those two sites occasionally, not very often, but occasionally. I've also been playing a little bit of Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. That's actually one of the main reasons why I bought the 3DS, because a friend of mine really wanted to play Monster Hunter with me, and I finally got it. And I just so happen to have got my DS at a perfect time, because no less than a month later, Monster Hunter actually went on a 50% off sale, so I was able to get it for $20 as opposed to the normal $40. So that was a very welcome surprise. And finally, what is perhaps the most addictive game in history, Galaga. This game was actually added to the 3DS Virtual Console as of this past Thursday. It's been very recent, literally this past week. And my gosh, is it fun. It's actually a game that I like to say runs through my family, because pretty much everybody in my family loves it. There's nothing about the game that is not to like. It is a very fun game. If you have a 3DS and you didn't know that Galaga was out for it, pick it up. It's great. But it's also very addictive, so beware. And finally, I started a brand new off-the-wall Minecraft Let's Play on my Minecraft channel, which is all about surviving in ultra-hardcore mode. If you're interested, the link to my Minecraft channel will be on screen and in the description, so be sure to check it out if you're interested. I've kind of been taking a little bit of a break from that channel too, but I will be uploading episode 5 here in the next few days. It's actually currently on my desktop and I'm staring at it right now. So in terms of what some of my future plans are, one of them is that I am going to be getting a job pretty soon. I already pretty much know where I want to go. It's mainly because it's the most convenient place for me to get to. I can walk to it. It's pretty much like a 5-minute walk from my house, and it's a really fun looking place to work. Me and my friends actually go to this place every Tuesday. The place is Witch Witch, for those of you who are wondering. If you've never heard of it, it's pretty good. They make some really great subs, and I love them. And I would really, really like to work there, because they just seem to have so much fun, and the management there is really great. And what that job will allow for me to do, as it'll allow for me to make a little bit of money, which I can then put towards things like some new products to make videos about on the channel, as well as some upgrades for my computer, such as a new SSD, because frankly this hard drive is just a little too slow for me. This is something that I've quickly come to realize, so I would really like to maybe upgrade to an SSD, as well as I'd like to get the 16 gigs of RAM so that way I can have this thing maxed out. Also worth noting is that if I do get this job, I will actually have 2 jobs this summer, so that could make for an interesting summer. So we'll see what happens. Now, in terms of some of my future video plans, I still want to try out EDCing a coated Zippo for maybe a month or so just to see how the finish holds out, because I have been a little bit skeptical about that, as I've mentioned in my review of those Zippos, as well as a remake of the Magic Mouse versus Magic Trackpad and the Zippo Armor review. Also, in the near future, I do want to go ahead and do some videos on some company warranties. For instance, my Fossil watch, it is very, very long overdue for a repair, and I would really like to make that happen. I also have a few Zippos that could stand being sent to Bradford, PA for repair. That doesn't cost anything, but we'll see what happens. As well as I might possibly consider sending in my Kershaw Leak, but being as I didn't really buy that knife to be an EDC or a carrying knife, I'm not so sure about that yet. I don't know if I'm going to bother in sending that in. We'll see though. In terms of some other updates, my first semester of college is actually coming to a close very quickly. It actually ends May 7th, so we got the rest of March and then April and then literally 7 days in May. And then my semester will be completely over and I will be in summer break. Now I might be taking a few summer classes as well again as having 2 jobs, so we will see what that does for me in terms of YouTube and whatnot. And also, because I have it on here, I have been thinking lately of possibly getting a new camera. I'm still actually interested in getting a GoPro. I kind of lost interest in that, but that interest has since come back. So I might look into doing that. We will see. That would be very, very nice. So yeah. I do believe that is it for this particular video. If there are anything else that I happen to have missed, I will include that maybe in the description, or if I remember it while I'm editing, I might come on and record and insert it in between here and then. So yeah, in case you couldn't tell, this video is entirely not scripted. So hopefully it turns out okay. I am going to be heavily editing it. So yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. I will see you in my next video, whenever or whatever it will be about. Or no, that was wrong. Whenever that will be. And I don't know what it will be about. Because again, well actually I do have one video that I do really need to get shot, but we'll see whenever I can get around to getting that shot, because I kind of forgot about it. It's actually a new Zippo video. So yeah, you have that to look forward to if you're into my Zippo things. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you, again, I'll see you in my next video. Adios. Where did my mouse go? There's my mouse. Okay, stop.